Hello, Pisces. This is an electricity ship. This is not a dated reading, but it is a reading for Pisces in relationships. All Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, or anywhere in your chart that you feel like things need some examination. Or if you're cross-watching for a Pisces friend or loved one, here we are. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of the Anima Mundi, for being yourself, God, Goddess, Deity, Source, Creator, angels and guides. We're all part of this, and so thank you for being here and contributing to this story. I really appreciate likes, shares, and subscribes, comments, any other ways of interacting with the channel. You can check out the description box below or go to the channel page. I'd love to have any feedback from you that I can. Because you're here, I can be here, and this is a wonderful part of my gratitude practice, so thank you so much. Any interactions past, present, and future, I put energy for your highest good into my monthly rituals, so thank you so much for being here. That said, anything in this reading that rings your bell, toots your whistle, tickles your fancy, that's the message for you. If it makes you feel any fear or disempowerment, leave it behind. This is for your empowerment, for reflecting upon your own internal heroine's journey, and challenges will come as you're ready to face them. So take what you can, and take what delights you and makes you feel powerful and growing. So I love you. Thank you very much. As I was meditating on your energy, a card apiece flew out from all of the oracle decks that I have here, so we'll take a look at those. In the Aquarius reading that I did earlier, they're really flying out, and they're flying up face up, and it was very like assured. I felt this kind of like trepidatious energy from you as I was going in here. Not to the point of there's something rotten in Denmark, but like, I'm not sure about, this isn't clear. Something like, you know, that you want something to be revealed before you can make a decision. You did get one of the same cards as Aquarius, though, so that might be worthwhile watching, especially if you're on the cusp, or if there's an Aquarius in your life. They had a really assertive, masculine sort of energy, and you have more of a, let's see how this shakes out kind of feeling, right? Excuse my sniffles. Big temperature drop today, so. That said, we've got the Deck of the Crystals by Nadia Bailey, the Visionary I Ching cards by Paul O'Brien, and art by Joan Laramore. The illustrations here are by Maya Boos. And here we have Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And then the Rosebud Tarot from Harper and Stillwell, and Orion's Animal Tarot, and the Duloc Tarot for clarification if we need it. So I would love for all of us to take a moment, offer some gratitude for whatever comes to your heart, mind, intuition most easily. It can be something small, a micro tenderness, or something huge and vast and awesome. Either way, we'll take a deep breath together and think of that as we bless the space for the reading. For me, I'm going to give thanks for my Grammy, who, I don't know, there's something about the full moon that I always feel her presence. And I'm recording this on full moon, so grateful for her, thinking about her blithe spirit. So, deep breath, please, my loves. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. Well, I feel positive, you know. It feels like all shall be revealed. Whatever you need to know, you know, you will find out. I don't think it's going to be a scary reveal. Maybe inconveniencing, but you've got this. It feels powerful, you know. Worrying is going to make it more of a problem, but Yeah, I think you've got this, and as soon as you know, you're going to be able to step forward with confidence. Let's see if we can get any insight in the cards or how you might come to that knowledge. Card, please, for Pisces relationships. Oh, you got two. Those popped right out. Ooh, those are lovely. I like this nice warm energy. So we've got, you know, the solar plexus colors here, so that shows like a nice activation of the will, as I was saying as we were shuffling there. So from the I Ching, please. Yeah, they came right together. And Aquarius got this card too. So, I mean, I shuffle the crap out of these decks, so the fact that it's popping out again, that's really fortuitous. And this is a great hexagram in the deck as well. So unity, holding together, water above, earth below. So that's good. There's, you know, cooperation is happening. All right, there's that one. Thank you so much. And 3 cards from here for Pisces in relationships, please. Pisces in relationships. Okay. My itchy face. 6 of air. Tremendous. The hang up. Interesting. So this deck is like kind of non-traditional, and that's cool. Well, I guess I'll take him 2. Sounds good. 9 of fire and the mage. So yeah, I'm glad that we got both of those here. So we've got 2 major arcana already. And then at the bottom of the deck, 10 of fire. Okay, so closing cycles, 9 to the 10, and also some moving on energy with the 6 of air there. And this major arcana is like, you know, like I was saying, you're like, it's trying to see something from a different perspective, because there's something that you're not seeing now. You suspect that there's something there, but you don't see it yet. Once you do, you'll have the information you need to use all of your powers to manifest the next round. And you've got, you know, you might have been a little worn out, but you've got a little more power to do this. You know, this is the wounded warrior. You might want to check your Chiron placements if that's applicable. But you got another go in you, and you've defended your position before. The 10 of fire is that next step where it is like the end is in sight, you know. But this is like, and there's also protection around you from all of the experiences you've had before. And because fire is about spirituality, those might be your spiritual guides as well. So you might be taking on a spiritual burden as well, and maybe that does require like a complete paradigm heart shift. But that leads you back to that as above, so below. So it's like, maybe you're like, hey guides, hey my guides, you got some information for me, because I really need to move on from like this kind of stressful situation into a place of peace. But I think you do believe that you can do it, and that it is happening. You know, it might be like, oh God, I got one more pull, one more, yeah, one more. Okay, 7 of cups, cool, and I love that narwhal. That's beautiful. The unicorn fish. 8 of cups. Again, another moving on energy, and then the 5 of cups. So, whoa, that's like almost a sequence again, right? If we get the 6 under here, I'm going to poop. Oh, we have the Page of Wands. That's delightful. Okay, so the Page of Wands in another reading recently, and the Page of Wands is like kind of the oldest of the court cards, so it is like, could be a younger person, an actual younger person, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it could also be you and like your point of inspiration, where you've already like gone through so much with your ideals and your ideas and your passions, that you're like seeing something new from it. Page of Cups might be an even kind of less mature kind of character. Kind of looks like a teenager on a lot of decks, but this character is kind of a little more mature and has some things behind him. So it's kind of like the second act, or a fresh perspective, or like a mid-career shift. Some mid-process, like, hey, we've got something new to look at here. And with the Hanged Man and this character itself, like, being kind of hanging upside down, and I love the red panda having this kind of curious wonder to it, a refreshing of a youthful energy. You are seeing things in a new way. The Five of Cups indicates that there have been some disappointments. Things didn't shake out exactly how you wanted to, but you do have this power to move on. You know that you deserve more than just this kind of toil and this grind. You can move from conflict and anxieties into, like, very clear-minded magician energy. Because the 8 cups that you've stacked up so neatly, it's not enough. You know that you can get to a 10. And not like a 10 of fire. Like it's something, you're really longing here for something emotionally fresh and with fresh passion, right? It's something that's a little bit easier than it was last time. You're dreaming of the possibilities. Sometimes this can be kind of like emotional confusion or delirium, but I think you're playing around with the ideas. You're kind of rolling and polling and finding some delight in some of your feelings and emotions that you're looking at. Let's see. So kind of, I feel like the 5 of Cups, the 10, and the 9 are sort of tied in there together, so I'll ask for some clarification on those 3 cards. Oh my goodness. The heating vent is a little too close to me, and I'm getting my throat kind of dried out, so thank you for bearing with me. But don't sound too squeaky. So 9 and 10 of fire, and the 5 of Cups. What's this kind of... Yeah, okay, so Knight of Cups. Like, so maybe there was, like, an offer of love that kind of, like, fell a little short, It just wasn't really that emotionally... So what are your needs, Like, you need to express what your needs are and make sure that you get your needs and don't settle for something less, Otherwise you end up, like, in this kind of disappointed, floating, like, what else is out there? Where is there more? Let's speak to the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, because both of those are kind of like moving forward. Whoa. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. So, when we have this energy, and it's coming out sideways, so this is kind of like what I was talking about, the kind of like, not exactly the I smell a rat energy, but like, it's time. There's definitely, like, this is all moving on, right? The world, like, it's the end of a cycle. You're going through a portal. You can't really step through yet because you're still waiting for this kind of insight to come through, and that is, that's what's kind of like becoming tiresome here, because you do know that you have a lot of power, you have a lot of balance within your feelings and your spirit and your thoughts and your worldly resources to get what you actually want. And, like, but this offer that has been made from the Knight of Cups is just not enough. It's like there's some things in this 7 of Cups that you want to see that you haven't seen yet, and so you want to know what to ask for so you can step through this portal of the world and move on to this, this new sense of fulfillment. So let's talk about the Page of Wands and the Hanged Man. Because we've kind of got this, like, waiting for inspiration, waiting for spiritual Enlightenment. Yeah, so we've got the Eight of Cups twice, right? So it's like you're really just looking for a way to move on to something better. You know that you deserve this really wonderful love offer. Maybe you're waiting for a Queen of Cups or a King of Cups, you know. The Knight of Cups is you. So this could be another Pisces or a person with another Pisces placement, or it could be you being like, why haven't I asked for enough? Why, what do I really want? Like, what do I dream of? Like, is it possible that it could come true and I could really just like go to the absolute end of the cycle of, the tarot major arcana story and reemerge into the Fool and then the Mage, the Magician energy. Like, can this part end so that we can move on from this kind of less than what I've deserved sort of energy and into something greater and grander and new and refreshing and a rebirth. This has got a lot of birth energy, and you could be pregnant and just at the the ninth month of your pregnancy and just be like, come on, baby, come on out. A little Page of Wands. If you are watching this during a fire sign season, here comes your little baby. And fire signs pretty spicy with a Pisces parent. That's that's quite a thing. It's nice to have a sweet, sensitive water sign parent for the spicy fire sign. So that's great. Magician could definitely be Aries energy. But yeah, let's move on to this solar plexus energy. So there definitely is the will involved here, and we've got these beautiful cards. Okay, this is awesome. And I identify carnelian a lot with the root chakra and the sacral chakra as well, because carnelian is like same root word as carnal. So if it has to do with like, I'm just getting this that like there might be genitals involved, so that could definitely involve like a pregnancy or a birth. Sexuality. This one says it's stability and strength, and then again I believe that as well. Definitely into the solar plexus chakra for that state of will that you need to get these things accomplished, but also your root chakra for safety and stability and rooting into the earth. So this is a translucent reddish orange stone. It's associated with Taurus, Virgo, and Leo in the months of July and August. Wear it on a Sunday, the day of the sun. Yeah, so that's awesome. So that's interesting. It's 2 earth signs and then the fire sign of Leo. But yeah, definitely a lot of heat there. New passions. Like if you feel your passion has been burning out, like maybe it's just a matter of like kind of marinating on some fantasies and maybe making an offer to your loved one. And then citrine is creativity and protection. So I feel that this is very involved with the sacral chakra as well, because sacral chakra is orange and involved with creativity. And hopefully your lovemaking is creative. If you're into that. Citrine is associated with the astral signs of Leo and Scorpio, the month of November, and those ruled by the sun. Awesome. Yeah, so, if your sun sign is Pisces, then citrine is going to be very advantageous for you. Do your rituals on a Sunday to bring forth your will and your desires. Citrine, I didn't read the lore here for this, but citrine takes its name from the citron tint, and it was carried as a protective talisman against diseases and ward off evil thought forms. Fruitfulness, faithfulness, love for God, and to bring about miracles. So yeah, you need a little miracle every day, right? But yeah, why not a little miracle? It carries the power of the sun. manifestation, creativity, fortitude, protection, alignment, energy, awakens your imagination. Cool. So we got that here. And transforms thought into action. Awesome. Citron. That's really beautiful. For more on the carnelian, carneus means flesh colored. Okay, interesting. Stone of the martyrs, bestow power to see into the astral plane if placed in strong sunlight. For yeah, and so for doing some scrying with carnelian. And again, you know, that sun sign stuff came up. So if this is your sun sign and you need a little insight, you could do some scrying perhaps with any kind of reflective surface or moving clouds or moving tree canopy. Look into scrying, but if you can go with some red and orange type colors, that is probably going to be helpful as well. It's a stone of stability, root chakra, peaceful thoughts, calms anger, aids in victory. Cool. So it replaces negative energy with positive. So it sounds like, you know, from the beginning of the reading, we were kind of talking about, you know, this kind of like, I don't know about this. I'm pretty tired of this horse hockey, you know. And then, so, you know, think positively and manifest from your fantasies and dreams over here. Because, you know, you're done with disappointment. You're moving on. You've got so much. You've got the double Eight of Cups, so you're moving on from something. Harmony, dignity, power. Sweet. Okay, so we've got, like I said, well, let's start with this one. The smoky quartz, which also came out for Aquarius, transformation and strength. It's associated with Scorpio and earth elements. So if you've got major earth placements, especially Scorpio, this is going to be helpful for you. It's the national gem of Scotland. The gods of darkness, like Hecate. Protection against epidemics. And put it in your windowsill to discourage drifting spirits. So, you know, the drifting spirits may be those kind of foo-foo thoughts that aren't helpful, you know, that just kind of wear you out. Go into fantasy and manifest the emotions that you want to feel, you know, not this like disappointing energy. So this is physically and spiritually grounding, shifts stagnant energy, shifts in new perspectives. Okay, brilliant. And it amplifies your inner strength. So if you feel like you're going through it, that's going to be a good stone to meditate on, that kind of energy. We talked about the holding together energy. It's water above, earth below. So this is a great unity of, you know, the rain cycle, pouring into earth, being absorbed back up. We've got, you know, we're talking about solar energy, so allow emotions to be absorbed by your solar energy, your solar plexus, your will, and let it rain down on your crops again and on your oceans and the things that need to be replenished. And you can depend on other people as well with this card. This is a community card, unity card. Note that the ego is dissolved when in a relationship, but also the personality is both dissolved into the relationship and also expands into the relationship, also influencing it. So there's kind of that dissolution and imbuing with, you know, you're like a tea that imbues the waters with its flavor. So that bodes well for relationships. But it can be a little scary to dissolve as it might feel. And then, oh, this is great. 19, the approach of spring. So earth above, lake below. The lake is replenishing the earth and allowing the plants to grow and sprout and bloom again. So we've definitely got a new beginning, moving on into the spring, into the freshness. So if it's literally winter when you're watching this, you've got seasonal affective disorder, or you've just been like waiting for the opportunity to start a new project, to start a new relationship, that sprout is underground and it's already coming up. Can't make it up. Yeah, Earthworm. This is definitely a card of new beginnings, beginner mind, humility, about having that very absorbent flesh, um, being flexible, sensitive, very moist. Depending on this emotional water, emotional nourishment and energy, and having that earth energy as well. Um, it's also, it's giving nutrients to the soil while it's taking nutrients from the soil. So, and from the things that earthworms feast upon, and what a part of the ecosystem. Not native to North America, apparently, but they've been here long enough that we'll enjoy their turning of the earth, because they help the plants grow. Also, if you're, I don't know why I just thought of this. I thought of those dating websites where everybody's got a picture of a fish in their profile picture. You might be able to catch some fish out there. That was a bizarre message, but amuses me nonetheless. And then we've got the snake. So this is really similar. This is kind of a more resilient, adaptive sort of creature. It's got a thicker skin. It's not as vulnerable. It's not as low on the food chain. It also has predatory abilities. So you might be regaining some confidence to get back out there and get back in the dating pool, or to assert yourself with your partner, or with your family members, or your kids, or your friends that haven't really maybe have been kind of burning past you while you're carrying these burdens, and maybe they're off on their goals, and you've just been kind of plugging away, looking for a fresh start. Fresh start's coming. But I think you're going to be able to really assert yourself. The Year of the Snake in Chinese astrology is it's very luxurious person and an artistic person, but it's also a person with a lot of wisdom and will. And that's, the mage is wisdom and will, hands down, So this snake energy is also could be Kundalini energy, so spiritual awakening, and also kind of awakening the root chakra, and then up the system. So if you've had any kind of stagnant energy in your chakra system, but especially in your root and sacral chakra, it would work on that to begin, especially with these red and orange energies as we're seeing here. So yeah, I think this is good. Dream big. Get exactly what you deserve, because there is some really great, refreshing energy, support, and really a dynamite new beginning where you're going to be able to make your dreams happen. You're going to be inspired and get a fresh new thing to move on to that will not disappoint you. This time you're going for more. You're leveling up. I love you so much, Pisces. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I would love it if you did so. Any other ways you want to interact with the channel, comment, share, subscribe, etc. More information in the channel page and description box. I love to hear from you. I'm here because you're here. We're sharing our stories together. We're all part of the same story, the same community. And it is an honor to convey these messages and enjoy these beautiful images with you. So thank you so much for being here. That said, this is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. Peace be with you.